Hey guys, it's Josh with In-Transit Studios here. I want to talk to you today about 3 ways to help grow your business. Coming up on the 6th anniversary of In-Transit Studios, and looking back, I realized that I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of lessons, mostly the hard way, but I want to share with you today 3 ways to help grow your business. I do have a link down here wherever you see this video with a link to a PDF. That's basically just an outline to where you can print this off. And what I'd like to do is, as I talk through these 3 main areas, I'd encourage you to jot these down to anything that may apply to you. Now, we're going to be talking about some things that have helped my business, so they may apply to yours, they may not. But I would encourage you, I'm sure you can take some actionable items out of this to apply to your business, whether you're full-time, whether it's a business at home, or whether it's just a hobby. Maybe it's just something on the side or something that you want to grow to make full-time. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Number 1 way to grow your business is to charge more. In order to increase your prices and to be more expensive, you're going to have to become more valuable. This is a big one because if people are going to pay more, they're going to expect more. So when I started my business, I wasn't nearly as valuable as I am now with everything that I've learned in the world of web design and graphic design. So in order for you to become more valuable, you're going to have to learn. It's going to be on you to be a better you every day. This will be a never-ending process as a business owner. So becoming more valuable, that's knowing your craft, that's being up on the latest technologies in your industry, and just adding the most value you can to be worth what you want to charge. Number 2 here in the charge more section is to educate your client. The more value you can add to your client, the more valuable you are as a business owner. So one thing I try to do is, once a website is complete, I let them know ways they can use it, what they should do moving forward, and how they can utilize their website to help grow their business. So in your industry, what would it be? How can you educate your client? If it's photography or maybe a blue collar industry, something like that, how can you educate your client to be more valuable? It's a great way to increase your value, to be able to charge more, frankly. You have to set your services apart from your competition. What this means is that there's a lot of other people. There's probably going to be a lot of competition. If you want to charge more and you want to be more expensive than they are, you're going to have to let your potential clients know why they should choose you. So if you're a photographer and you want to charge $3,000 for a wedding, but there's a ton of other photographers charging $1,500, you need to let them know why. How are you different? You need to set yourself apart from the competition. Maybe that's better photos. Maybe that's more quality of work. Maybe you give more than the average person. That's what we're really striving for. You might need to change your surroundings. You might need, when I started, I was doing a lot of t-shirt designs and things like that for bands. I knew that, although I enjoyed doing that, didn't want to let them down, but that's not a great way to pay a mortgage. So I would encourage you might need to just change your surroundings, change your clientele, get in with some people who maybe are your key demographic that you really want to reach out to. And finally, explaining why you're worth it. This kind of goes back to the adding value. It's going to be up to you to explain to your client why you're worth it. If you're going to charge a premium price to work with you, your service or product, you need to explain why, and you need to do that in a good way that makes a client want to work with you and be excited about it. So let's dive into number 2, which is getting new clients. This is something we can all work on and we can all use. What I'd like to talk about first is networking. I'm a big networking guy. My networking group, I have not been shy in saying that it accounts for over 50% of our income. And networking groups can range from, a small group to big groups. There's networking events. No matter where you are in the world, there's going to be some networking events available for you. So I'm going to post some links to what I recommend and what some groups that I have checked out. But again, networking is huge. It's all about meeting people, sharing your services, being of value to them, and getting face-to-face referrals, which is still the best referral. Number 2, this is the big one, is asking your current clientele for referrals. Most businesses do not do this, but it's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's a great way to limit cost of advertisements, postcards, things like that are going to take a lot of money to get a new client. When if you finish a project and it goes well, there's no shame in just asking that client, hey, would you mind referring me to some of your colleagues? Is there anyone that you know that might use my service? It can go a long way and it can save you a lot of time. So ask those current clients for referrals. Utilize social media. This might be a whole separate video in itself, but what I recommend is kind of sticking with maybe 2 social media platforms. The fact is there's no way we're all going to keep up with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all these different channels together. So I recommend maybe focusing on 2, particularly Facebook and Instagram if you're like a photographer or something like that. But utilize social media, post your good projects, let people know your services and what you're doing, and be sure to show off before and afters or reviews or good testimonials. That's a great way for all of our social networks to kind of expand and see our work. Creating a strong online presence is huge. When people are looking for services, they're going to Google you, they're going to look at reviews. It's so important to have a good, solid web presence or a website that is going to look legitimate and is going to sell you. And it sounds super corny, but I view my website as a 24-hour salesman for myself. That thing is supposed to represent me, and I want people to look at my site to see my work and feel like they know me and they're comfortable working with me before they dive into it. And then finally, create engaging media. So with new clients, you want to engage them ideally before they even talk to you. You can do that through getting a professional video made about your services, maybe talking about your why. And then I'm a big proponent of writing blog posts, adding value, creating articles that's going to benefit a potential client. It's a great way to attract new customers, new people. And then finally, number 3, increase the number of transactions with a current client. So basically just up the number of times that they spend with you. Now, this is easier said than done, but some ways that I utilize this is with website design. Websites are getting hacked left and right, so I created a website security plan that I'm able to engage with my clients on a monthly basis, and I'll make a whole lot from it, but it's nice to be able to have some recurring revenue and be able to manage my client's sites. So what would that look like for you? Are there ways that you can, set up recurring revenue or something like that? Adding more services is a great way. In my example, I'm doing SEO, website hosting, and things like that I've learned over the years. I'm getting the call anyway. I might as well charge for it and help out with that. So adding more services is great. Along with adding services is making sure that your clients all know about your services. Sometimes a client won't call you, not because they don't want to work with you, they just don't know your services. So make sure to let all of your clients know about the services and engage with them. Speaking of engagement, don't let a good client go without hearing from you for a while. Don't let them slip away. That's the big thing. You can do this by just giving them a call maybe every few months, or once a project goes live or you finish with something, just talk to them. How'd it go? What are you happy with the product? How's it working out for you? Make sure to engage with good clients without letting them slip away. I recommend keeping a database or some sort of newsletter or something like that where you can catalog your clients just to make sure you have their information. So again, if a project goes great and you have a good client, don't let them slip away. And then finally with this one is offer some bulk pricing discounts or for customers who are repeated customers, offer them some discount transactions. If you have somebody who's buying from you constantly, make them feel special because they are special. They're contributing to your business. They're probably, allowing you to be able to have a roof over your head and allowing you to put dinner on the table for your family. So make them feel special. Offer some bulk pricing discounts and things like that for good clients. So just to recap real quickly, the 3 main ways to help grow your business. 1 is to charge more, to be more expensive, to be a more premium service for your clients. 2 is to get new clients. 3 is to increase the number of transactions or the amount of times that they purchase from you, per month or per year. So I hope these have helped, guys. These are just areas that have helped my business and that I've learned about. So utilize these. If they spark some ideas for other areas that you can think of, write those down, apply them. I hope these have been actionable. And if you like this video, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. And again, hope these help you grow your business.